All right, what is up, guys? Welcome back to another live stream. Excited to be doing this. All right, let's go ahead and send out the Discord announcement here. Okay, should take a couple seconds. Beautiful. All right, boom. So that's out. Let's go ahead and add a reaction. Let's go ahead and do, let's react with like a book. How about that? Okay, perfect. So there we go. And let's wait for people to join the stream in just a minute. And let me pull up the chat. All right, people are rolling in. What is up, guys? Hello, we have Bino, Smokey, Oliver, Braden, Chill, Anya, Ecuador, King, Some, Miz, Ballin, Avery, Lights, Baron, 3GU, Chipotle, Crunchy, Red Fox. What is up, guys? Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning into today's live stream. We have Domingo, K-Bam, Ballin, Chuck, Person, Ashley, Game, Auntie, Rep, Landon, Fatima, Yen. What is up, guys? How is everyone doing? Quick question. Was everyone studying when you saw the notification on your phone? Like, are you guys actually taking a study break right now, or are you guys done studying for the day? What is up? We have Philly, Ms. Zork, Mr. Rom, welcome. Winter, Inky White Rom. Someone is saying yes. Okay, so a lot of you guys were studying. Okay, awesome. Well, I'm glad that y'all could be here today. Y'all, so this is a quick study break session. We're going to be doing a Q&A. We'll play some games. Maybe we'll build this Lego set. Last live stream, we made some pretty significant progress on this Lego set, which I'm very happy about. So guys, whatever y'all want to do over the next 45 minutes to an hour, maybe even longer if a lot of y'all tune in, let me know in the stream chat. And if you guys have questions, just feel free to start sprinkling them into the stream chat right now as well. I already see Kahoot. Oh my God, someone says I have a test tomorrow. I have the PSAT tomorrow. Oh my God, okay. Y'all, hopefully you don't stay for too long then. Hopefully you guys still find enough time to study, but best of luck. I already know y'all are gonna crush it. People are already saying Kahoot, Gimkit. Okay. Someone says Minecraft. I like y'all. Okay, someone says the mic keeps cutting. Oh no. Okay, guys, is the audio fine? Should I restart the microphone? You know what? I'll restart it just to be safe. How about that? Here, let me just go ahead and just give me a quick second here. All right, cool. So now the microphone should be fine, whatever issues might have been there. Fine. Okay, it's good. Okay, cool. People are saying, I would love to do Minecraft. People are already asking about the Notion. All right, one more question then. Okay, is this your guys' first live stream? I want to ask that at the start of every single live stream, just so I understand whether or not we're getting the same community coming in each time, or whether it's a new cohort of people. So say yes if this is your first live stream. Say no if you have been here before. Okay, this time it's like pretty much half and half. I feel like it's half yeses, half no's. I know I could very much do a poll, but I can also just get a vibe check from the chat alone. Okay, so lots of no's. So lots of y'all have been here before. Okay. Sweet. All right, well, welcome back to everyone who is back here. Okay, so now guys, you guys can start dropping your questions. How often do you do live streams like these? I like to do them ideally once a week. I'm trying to do them even more often though, because I feel like I could, if I really wanted to, do them 3 to 4 times a week. That's what I'm sort of trying to do this week, but we'll see. Okay, so here. Do you guys want me to build this Lego set, or do you guys want to do... I mean, the issue with this kind of computer right now is that I am probably not going to be able to play like any real games while also having this chat up, because it's just way too much going on. My computer really can't handle it. So what I could do is I could do this Lego set, or we could do Kahoot towards the end of the live stream, but we could do like another website like GeoGuessr if y'all want. So let me know. Do a little Q&A. Okay, so we'll do the Lego set, and we'll do a Q&A, and then we'll wrap up with Kahoot or some some big multiplayer game to wrap up. How about that? Does that sound good to y'all? Let me know in the stream chat. Okay, in the meantime, I'm gonna start pulling out this Lego set. I think nobody's really opposed to it, so let's go ahead and start doing this. Go ahead, just do a little Q&A. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. So guys, once again, just go ahead and start dropping your questions. People are saying yes, sounds good. Beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start pulling out these bags here. Okay. Let me see, what do we got going on here? So last live stream, we made some decent progress on the bonsai tree that we were trying to build. And by decent progress, I mean we made this little chunk right here. So nothing crazy, but compared to the progress we had in like last month's live streams, this is pretty decent. So what Lego set is this? It's the bonsai tree. Let me go ahead and show you. This is what we ideally want to build. I think we're on, I don't know why I don't fold the corner in this manual so I see where I left off, but I think we're on step like 40 or something. I think we're on step 39. Okay, thank you for the super chat. Hello, can you read this, please? There we go, just read it, appreciate it. And shout out to a cool YouTube channel for the super chat. Someone is saying, when is Notion dropping? Notion, when Notion. Okay, here. Okay, so I've been saying, so last live stream I said it's still gonna drop this fall, which is what it says on the waitlist page. I sort of stopped giving concrete timelines because I just don't wanna let you guys down anymore. Like, I want to make sure I know exactly when it's going to come out when I say something. What I can say, what I'm very comfortable saying though right now is that the Notion template will come out November, hopefully. I'll leave it at that though. I'm not going to try to narrow down on a specific week because I don't want to get expectations or hopes up too high. Okay, someone is saying, what's Notion? The greatest productivity tool ever. I mean, I use it all the time to manage everything from school, or not school, I'm not in school anymore, but like work and all of my like YouTube stuff. Oh, someone said last stream you would do the camera tour. That is a great question. You know what? Maybe I should hold. Okay, I did say that. I want to hold true to my promise here. So let me see. Guys, if you can still hear me, I think y'all should still hear me. This is like this microphone is wireless, so I think the connection is strong enough. So, okay, I can show y'all my desk setup right now. How about that? Does that sound good to you guys? I'm gonna go ahead and turn my camera, but the problem is that my room is kind of messy right now. It's very messy. So just don't judge me about that. Someone said, yes, we can hear. Hey, Gohar. Sure. Okay, so let me go ahead and do this quickly. Okay, so let me take this thing off the stand. The issue is I have like this HDMI cable connected to the laptop. So maybe, oh, whoa, there we go. This is the first time y'all are seeing like the rest of the studio. Okay, so let me do a swoop down here. And that right there, so I don't want to tug this wire too hard, but that right there is my sort of desk setup. It's kind of messy and the exposure is kind of messing it up, but got my 3 monitor setup, got my ring light, got my markers for my drawings, got my microphone, PC, gaming PC build, pretty comfortable chair, but that's about it. Maybe I'll swoop around the rest of the room in like a future live stream when it is less messy. Okay, so let's center this. Okay. I just realized that the exposure wasn't the best, so maybe that was a bit underwhelming, but hopefully y'all still enjoyed taking a quick peek at my setup and like what's sort of behind the scenes here. All right. Let me just flip this up. All right, so what do y'all think about the setup? I mean, you didn't see much of it, but y'all can just drop your opinions, I guess, in the chat. Oh, thank you for the super chat, Abdullah. Okay, hey man, quick questions. Are B's bad in 11th grade if I want to go to a 60 to 80% acceptance rate school? 60 to 80%, my gut says B. I mean, if you only have B's in 11th grade, I think it might be slightly challenging, but if you only have a couple B's, that's totally fine. I think if that's the sort of school selectivity that you're aiming for. Okay, let me center myself in the camera here. Cool. Okay, so what step did we leave off at? So we left off at step 39, I think. Let me just double check. This weird thing. Okay. Oh no, I think we maybe went to step 40. Okay, we stopped at step 40, I believe. Yeah. All right. Okay, so we stopped at step 40. Someone said play Thick of It. I haven't actually heard the full song. I've only heard the clips on social media. Okay, let me take out all these pieces here. So this is bag 2. We only have a few pieces left. I want to finish up, bag 2 in this live stream. What's up, Jaden? Thank you for tuning in. Do you play the trumpet? I don't play any instruments. I would love to learn the piano though. Does anybody here play piano? If so, do you have any advice for getting started? I mean, I'm guessing it's YouTube videos and just tutorials, right? I don't think there's any need to get like a private instructor right off the bat. What books are on top of the Rubik's Cube? Oh, you're talking about these books? Okay, so this right here is Your Inner Fish. This is a book that I had to read for AP Bio back in 12th grade, so back like 7 years ago. And this right here is the $100 Startup. It's probably like the first business book that I read a couple years ago as well. Super enjoyable. Gohardino Goth AI is using your videos in their ads. Yeah, there are several companies that are just wrongfully using my videos in their ads, and hopefully we can get those. I'm gonna try to report them, take them down. It's really unfortunate because some of these ads I just did not give them permission for. Okay, so we are on step 40. Okay, so let's bring out, where is this piece? Okay, so this is one, and we need the two, the dark one, cool, and then we need this little weird stem thingy. Okay, and let me grab a question while I'm putting this. Gohar, show us your cubing skills. There's no three, I can only solve a 3x3, so this 7x7 is not gonna happen. How to make money in high school freshman year. So in freshman year, what, you're like 13, 14? I mean, you're probably too young to get an actual job. You can do neighborhood jobs. I think neighborhood jobs are an optimal way, or a good way to get make some side cash while you're young. For example, local tutoring, babysitting, pet sitting, walking pets, some like easy lawn care. I think maybe lifeguarding. I feel like there are some requirements there, so I'm not gonna say that. Someone says start beefing with Mahad. Mahad is outside right now. I told Mahad to join this live stream, but he was too tired, unfortunately. But I do want him to join a future live stream. Best podcast? I have listened to How I Built This. It's a podcast that explores how different entrepreneurs have built, different companies. And it's funny because I mentioned it in one of my videos, and then the host of the podcast DM'd me on Instagram. He was super nice. So I recommend that podcast. I also recommend Founders, which is sort of a similar podcast, but it looks at it more through the lens of history and not just purely companies, but it looks at like leaders over time. Drop a diss track on Mahad. I feel like diss tracks were so huge back in the day on YouTube. Do people still do diss tracks? Like I feel like they were entertaining back in the day, but I think that's just so not the meta anymore. Okay. We're doing Legos. I see, yep, trying to build this bonsai tree right now. So, right over here. Oh, right. Oh, sorry. Right over here. There we go. So let's go back to where we were. Gohar, I did the exact same Lego set. How long did it take you? Because this is taking me too long. Starting a nonprofit in 10th grade, is this a good idea? Okay, because you're in 10th grade, that sounds like a better idea than a lot of people who start nonprofits, especially in like 11th or sometimes even 12th grade. If you start it in 10th grade, you have time to build that up, to build up the reputation and to get members on board and to leave a tangible impact. So sounds like a solid idea if, of course, you're taking it somewhere. What is up, Gohar? Big fan. Thank you, Vedant. Appreciate it. Thank you for tuning in. Tips for freshmen. Okay, so if you're a freshman in high school, I'm going to say that... Oh, okay, so let me just catch the super chat. How do I show leadership to Ivies? Grade 11, by the way. Okay, so I'll answer the tips for freshmen, and then I'll answer this question about leadership. So tips for freshmen, first of all, I'll give you the quick rundown. Build study systems, join a bunch of extracurriculars. Try to reinvent yourself from middle school, because in middle school, I think people are way too focused on being cool, and maybe, if you were a bit shy in middle school or not as outgoing, try to put yourself out there more freshman year of high school, because people tend to be a bit less judgmental. And ultimately, you're going to be able to put yourself in a position where you can then get leadership roles later on in high school, which is going to stand out to college admissions officers. And that brings me to this question very seamlessly. How can I show leadership to Ivies? So the standard way of doing it is by getting a leadership role, right? So secretary, treasurer, vice president, president, whatever it is, in whatever club you're part of. But you can also show leadership in different ways outside of school. And that's what I did back in high school. So I was editor-in-chief of my school's newspaper. I was secretary of, what is it, NHS, and I was class rep and student council, but those weren't any like crazy roles except for the editor-in-chief. A lot of my leadership came outside. So in the businesses that I started, and the research that I did, right? Like taking initiative shows a form of leadership. And then I also did some volunteering, organized some volunteering events which showed leadership, even though I didn't have like a formal role, like formal leadership role. So colleges also pay attention to like these subtle signs, and that's important to note. Okay, so where does this piece go? This one mod for Aura. What are some of these messages in the chat right now? November 1st deadline. Ooh, yeah. Is anybody applying to college by November 1st? Who here is wrapping up their early applications right now? That is a stressful time. Okay. Again, some of these instructions are just so hard because it's like, it's all just a bunch of brown pieces here and I gotta like squint to see where I'm putting the stuff. Okay, I think I know where to put this. Sort of. Okay, so that's behind. Did I mess this up? Oh, man. Oh, we got a super chat. Let me just go up for a second. Help, I have an 87 GPA. I'm a freshman. Am I cooked? You're not cooked, especially if you're a freshman. I mean, 87 GPA, of course, it's not where you want to be if you're aiming for top schools, but lots of top schools discount the weighting of freshman year when they're evaluating your transcript. And of course, this varies by school. Some schools, will just calculate it normally. Some schools will omit it. I don't want to speak for all schools, but generally, admissions officers know that freshman year is sort of a tough transition from middle school. Okay, guys, I'm very worried because I have this. Oh, wait. I think I'm supposed to put it like this. Oh, that would make sense. Okay, I was about to say, I thought I messed this up, but... Oh, thank God. All right. I thought I put something backwards, but it made sense when I put it together. Rafi, thank you for the super chat. How to build friendships as an introvert in grade 9. Okay, friendships as an introvert. I mean, I'll tell you what I did in college. So, because the thing about high school is that you're around people you know. But if we're talking about brand new friendships, college is when that truly happens. So freshman year of college, over the course of high school, I became slightly more extroverted. But by the time I went to college, I was still a bit introverted. The key for me was to just fake it till you make it. I mean, I went to orientation events. I did Greek Rush. I just went to a bunch of club meetings and sort of just initial gatherings and said hi to as many people as I could. Did it feel comfortable all the time? Of course not. At certain times, it felt like I was just putting on a persona or sort of faking it. At some points, I also felt a little bit anxious, I'm not gonna lie, but the truth is you have to have that exposure to get used to it. And once you have that exposure and once you realize that most people are just friendly and they wanna get to know you, and if you just say hi to someone, right, they're not gonna just immediately judge you, that opens you up as a person, which then makes it easier to make new friends. And that is what I had to experience, right? I had to realize that most people are nice people. They're not going to be mean. They're not judgmental. And so over the course of college, I found it much easier to make friendships. Gohar, can we wrestle? What? I've never... I think maybe for like a solid 2 minutes freshman year of high school, I thought maybe about joining wrestling, but of course not. Did not do that. What cricket team do you like? I've never watched cricket before. Is it fun to watch? Like, what is cricket like? Because, let's see. Because I have relatives who play it, but I don't really know what the actual rules are. What are the best paying side hustles? I made a video about side hustles recently. You can go ahead and check that out. I don't want to like, repeat myself here. Lego set took 1 hour. Big Ollie Brain did it quick, if you know. 1 hour is pretty fast. That's impressive. Cricket is amazing. Maybe I gotta watch a game at some point. Just see what it's like, I'm a huge reason. I'm I'm a huge, you gave me a reason to study. That's awesome. I'm glad. A lot of people say my videos motivate them to study, and I love that. That's honestly the goal. I want you guys to lock in, to focus on school, to enjoy learning as well. Is MIT as bad as Mahad says? That's funny. No, MIT is nothing. Don't listen to Mahad and his opinions about MIT. All Mahad is going to tell you is that MIT sucks. And maybe I'll say the same about Harvard, but it's just that brotherly beef we have going on in our videos. No, I think he likes MIT, but personality-wise, Harvard was a much better fit for him. MIT was a much better fit for me. And it's funny how the admissions process just sort of works that way. I mean, in hindsight, it just makes so much sense that we ended up at the schools we ended up at. Hey, go hard. Do you recommend summer programs? I'm applying to competitive but pricey Yale and considering full rides at Tufts or Harvard, but unsure if they're worth it. Thanks, you're the best. Thank you, Australia. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Thank you so much. I personally do not recommend summer programs that you have to pay a lot of money for, because generally, I think a lot of these summer programs that you have to pay for, they're good if you're trying to get exposed to the school and maybe like a rigorous college curriculum at a young age, but they're not going to give you a distinct competitive advantage, especially if there's no sort of selectivity to them. If you're not applying to them and they're not, culling applicants, it's not necessarily going to impress admissions officers. But do it if you can afford it and if you enjoy what the experience is going to allow. Why do you tell Bob doesn't love him? It's just like a funny bit we got running between us. Go, are you an anime enjoyer? I've never watched anime. Mahad has tried to get me to watch, what is it? Attack on Titan has like the big people, right? I forget the actual plot. But he has begged me to watch just one episode with him and Cheyenne, and I have said no every single time. I just haven't had the time, but maybe it's something that's worth getting into. What are you going to be for Halloween? Oh man, I don't know. I do not know. Should we do like a special Halloween live stream? Because one thing I've been thinking about lately is this set behind me is cool, right? It gives you like classroom vibes. I'm like, what if I theme this set according to the holidays? Like what if we do like a little, change the lighting, make it like bright orange, make it seem a little like spookier, have like Halloween decorations up here and do like a Halloween themed event? What do y'all think about that? I just don't know what the Halloween event would be though. Like we'd have to, I don't know, make it interactive somehow. People are saying W idea. Yes. Okay, y'all like that idea. Okay. Yeah, no, I would really love to do that. And then maybe during Thanksgiving, we could do some Thanksgiving thing. During like Christmas holidays, we could do, I don't know, something festive. But it's just about coming up with the event ideas. Oh man. Here, if anybody here, I'll hire someone. I will literally pay if anybody here wants to help me come up with event ideas and coordinate these like live streams, join my Discord server. The link is probably in the description of this video. You can also I'm not gonna have the chance to respond to all the DMs, but maybe get in touch with our event team on Discord. Just say, how do I contact the event team? And then maybe like our team there can get you involved. Someone says, I will help. Love it. Okay, here, let me put the Discord server in the stream chat. Discord.gg/Gohar. Because we have an event team on the Discord server that puts together amazing weekly events like office hours and just cool info sessions, but maybe doing something for the live streams could also be helpful. Get Mahad on the live stream then. Yes, we should get Mahad on that Halloween live stream. Oh shoot, but I also gotta get a costume then. I can't do a Halloween live stream without a costume. That's gonna be tricky. Okay. Are you a teacher? I'm not. I feel like it could be fun. Like low-key part of me just wants to teach for like a month. If I could just try it out for like a month, just see what it's like to teach maybe like 9th or 10th grade, I would so do that, but I just don't have the time. I mean, my life's calling was not to become a teacher, even though it's kind of what I'm doing through YouTube. Big fan, please notice me. Lego Dude Edits. Thank you for tuning in. I'm guessing you're really enjoying what we're doing during this live stream then. How to start working out as a high schooler. I'll be honest, I started working out in college. I don't really have any tips for that specifically. Okay, hi. how do I get into MIT as an international student? So very quickly, international admissions is much more competitive. A lot of the international students I ran into at MIT, not all of them, but a lot of them, had crazy accomplishments. A handful of them also did the Olympiads. But I think a lot of the principles that I say for competitive admissions also apply to international students, just to a higher degree, right? You just need a greater degree of accomplishment to stand out. Happy to dive deeper in a future live stream, but I want to make sure I'm moving through a lot of these questions. You watch SML? Do you mean SNL? Or maybe SML? I don't know, but I see like the clips on TikTok. What time zone are you in? I'm in Eastern right now. I would love you as my teacher. Mila, that means a lot. Thank you. Go hard. Should I get into a selective high school? The thing about selective high schools is that, yes, you're going to have, okay, here's how I want you guys to think about selective high schools, or here's how I think about it. Of course, please make your own sound judgment call. But selective high schools, yes, they provide you with more resources, but it's going to be harder to stand out. If you go to a small public high school, right, a lot of students are disadvantaged because you don't know maybe what it takes to stand out to a competitive Ivy League school, or maybe your counselor is not able to provide you the same level of attention or the same sorts of resources. But if you watch like this channel, or if you do your own research, you probably have a decent enough idea to thrive way more at a smaller public high school than at a private high school. And so in that case, I sometimes feel like going to a public high school might be more beneficial if you're trying to be a big fish in a small pond. Abdullah, thank you for the super chat. What is the key to extracurriculars and classes for top 20 schools? So great question. Lots of these top schools say on their websites what they look for. Like for example, I think Harvard used to have a page, I think they might have gotten rid of it, that says, we want students who have taken ideally 4 years of a foreign language, this many years of an English course, and we want students who have taken the hardest courses available to them. So I'm going to defer to the specific college websites for this question because it does vary. Can we choose your costume, please? If y'all have any costume ideas that aren't too crazy, you can DM me on Instagram. Gohar's Guide is the handle. What is your favorite food? Favorite food, anything spicy. I absolutely love spicy food. There's this Afghani restaurant that's close by that my family, we always go to. Here, maybe I'll show you a picture. So I recently got a Polaroid camera and I've been trying more, I've been trying to document my life a little bit more. We went to the Afghani restaurant last week, and I took a Polaroid shot of my dad and Mahad. Let me bring it. Let me show you guys. All right, here it is. This right here is the flick. Oh, let's let this focus. There we go. That's Mahad. That's my dad. It's us at this Afghani restaurant. Really good food, spicy. I'm also a fan of just like Indian food, Pakistani food. I also like Mexican food, but I usually just douse it in like hot sauce. Mahad's better. Mahad is your rip-off of it. Oh, we got like some like Mahad Gohar feud going on in the chat right now. What kind of music do you listen to? What artist is your favorite? House music, rap, hip hop. Okay, very rarely, maybe like a tinge of rock. But usually while I'm working, I just listen to soundtracks, to be honest. Like I've been just listening to all day I've just been listening to the Succession soundtrack just while working. Okay. Yo, Gohard, do schools like middle school, okay, sorry. A super chat came in just as I started reading that question. So let me address the super chat first. Tips to stand out when applying to competitive software jobs. Alto, great question. So I'll give you a funny story. So I applied to software engineering internships in college. I never actually applied to a software engineering job because by the time I was graduating from MIT, social media started working out for me. I had founded Next Admit, which is like my college admissions company by then. And so I was like, you know what, I'll just do this full time instead of trying to become a software engineer. But ironically, I still do a lot of software engineering on my own, especially on the business side. But to answer your question, I think the key is obviously just in the portfolio that you build. I mean, it's good to have the skill sets, right? But a lot of people can claim they have the skill sets. It really comes down to what tangible apps, projects, cool things you have built that you can showcase to a potential employer. And then also referrals help. I remember when I was at MIT, people would get really involved in Greek life and then ask the upperclassmen or the older brothers to just give them referrals to different software engineering roles. So there's like a huge networking component that also comes into this. Gohar the Goat, thank you Zahir, appreciate you. Okay, so now it's to Jonathan's question. Gohar, do schools like MIT schools pay attention to middle school grades or mainly just high school? And also my teacher is letting me get ahead and get way more advanced classes next year. Schools like MIT don't pay attention to middle school grades, and if you can take more advanced courses next year, that is the way to go 100%. That's awesome. Gohar, did you ever consider grad school? Yes, I, for a while, wanted to get my MBA, especially back in 2020 when I was just starting off social media. I really thought that I was gonna just do this like part-time and then maybe get my MBA and then go to industry or do something else. But things just started to grow, momentum started to, the momentum was there, and I was like, dang, I can make this my full-time career. Please be stay puffed marshmallow from Ghostbusters. It will look cool and funny. I don't know what that costume would look like, but I gotta search that up, okay? What country are you from? I am in the US. How to prep for college as a high schooler? That is a very loaded, that is a big question to answer. I've made a video about how to apply to college from start to finish that addresses a lot of that. A lot of my earlier shorts from 2021 also answer that question, so I'll defer to that for now. Be a blow-up hot dog for Halloween. What are these costumes that y'all are dropping? No, I feel like the costume for like the Halloween live stream it's gotta be simpler. I mean, imagine a blow-up, it would be funny though. I mean, it's a funny idea, but I feel like my reputation is also at stake here, Is a varsity sport worth it? If you can get to varsity, yeah, I would say so. Because lots of students applying to top schools, they're academically driven. But if you have the academics and you have varsity, like a varsity sport, that gives you a slight competitive advantage. Should I submit at 1450 to Northeastern? I don't know Northeastern's average right off like the top of my head, but that sounds like it would be in their 25th to 75th percentile range. My gut says yes, but I would have to double check. But if it falls at or above the 50th percentile, then definitely submit. Atharva, what's up? Good to see you again. Guys, Atharva showed up to my New York City meetup. Shout out to him once again. Thank you for tuning in. Great to see you. During these live streams and events, I've often seen a lot of people who went to the meetup come to these live streams as well, which is super awesome to see. Are you a teacher? No, but I'd love to be. Not love to be, love to try it out, like at some point in my life. Gohar, help me with my law homework. Are you in law school? Are you tuning in from law school? I mean, I've never taken a law class, but best of luck. See, like law school, I've also briefly considered, mainly because, it finds itself at the intersection of it's a humanities subject, but it's very logical. Like, there's a structure to it, which I admire. Do you have any jobs besides from YouTube? So I co-founded and I'm the CEO of Next Admit, which is my college admissions consulting business. Mahad is the co-founder, he's the COO, and so I spend a lot of time running that business as well. Like a lot of, especially now because the early action deadline is coming up, I can hear my phone going off, emails just coming in, and I'm kind of scared to take a look, but I'll be handling it right after this live stream. Gohar, what is your opinion on cold showers, and have you ever found them useful personally? Cold showers have their merits, right? The scientific evidence is there. Have I found them useful personally? I don't really take cold showers. That's why I've never really said take cold showers in my videos. Maybe I've said it once in the past, but it's not a tip that I personally adhere to really strongly. And there you go, I just heard my phone go off again. Favorite high school and MIT class. Favorite high school class. I kind of want to say AP Calc. I enjoy math in general, and I really enjoyed AP Calc. Favorite class at MIT? So at MIT, we're required to take one humanities course every single semester. It's called like a HAS class. And I took a world history class one of the semesters, which was really cool because it wasn't just lectures. Like we literally would go to like this instrument room and play with different instruments and use them, and they had like guest lecturers as well who were like professionals at these instruments. It was a really fun course, really fascinating. Yeah, you'll never forget it. Okay, lots of lots of amazing questions coming through. What's up, Taco Bell fan? Thank you for tuning in. What are your thoughts on homeschooling? I think it's great from the standpoint that you can accelerate at your own pace, but I do think there are a handful of drawbacks, especially when it comes to social skills and leadership and being able to develop your resume. I don't know. There are some people for whom like they need to do homeschooling, so I don't want to give any like blanket opinion here, but I do think it has slight drawbacks. Alto, thank you for the super chat. Tips to secure funding or earn enough money to fund big project / business. I want to build a small rocket with a few friends, but it costs a lot of money. You want to build a rocket? Well, granted you said small rocket, but that is quite the endeavor. Tips to secure funding. So I never secured funding for any of my businesses in high school. But assuming you're in college, so most colleges have many colleges have some sort of entrepreneurial center or have some sort of entrepreneurship initiative that you could probably tap into if you're looking to raise money. But if you're younger, you really have to tap into those personal connections. It's that personal network. I mean, sure, you could try cold emailing Mark Cuban, but I mean, or just like smaller entrepreneurs as well, but it's probably going to be much harder than just asking relatives, family, maybe even teachers or your guidance counselor, just seeing if there's any people they can connect you to. The thing about Mark Cuban, though, is interesting is there are lots of people who I cold emailed him as well, like I think a couple of years ago, and he actually responded. He's really interesting because he actually like responds to people. Nice to see you again. Gohar, great to see you again, Adarva. Thank you again for tuning in. Okay, someone says, lots of questions coming through, tons of questions coming through. Guys, it is almost 8:30, and I know Mahad wants to go to the gym. I don't want to hold him up right now, so here. Do I have time? Do we have time for Kahoot? Do we have time for Kahoot, guys? So unfortunately, as you clearly saw here, no crazy progress on the build, but here, I'm gonna fold the page, so if we come back to the Lego set in a future live stream, I know where we left off. Okay, so let me just put this back. Okay. What other questions? Is 6th grade too early to be focused on money, college, jobs, fitness, etc.? I mean, look, if you're an ambitious young person, I don't want to like tamper your ambition, right? Because when I was in middle school, I was definitely thinking about college, business, like all the stuff that I talked to you guys about. Is it young? Yeah. Is it a bit young? Definitely. I mean, you don't have kids that age normally thinking about this stuff, but I say it's fine. But don't let it consume you, right? Don't become too overwhelmed by money or college yet, because you just enjoy being a kid at the same time, right? Oh, okay. I think my chat just like, wow. Okay, the chat, my computer just like froze for a second, and like a bunch of messages just came through. Okay, guys, question. Who's down for some Kahoot? Does anybody here want to do some Kahoot? Let me know. And in the meantime, let me pull this up. All right, let's see the chat now. Chat, computer froze again. Me. All right, let's do it. SL, thank you for the super chat. If I had all A's and 5 APs but B to B plus in my only honors class, pre-calc honors, would you suggest switching into regular and secure and easy A? Top school's point of view. Okay, all A's and 5 APs, but a B to B plus in my only honors class. Pre-calc or regular calc to secure an A? I think stick with the honors. If it's a B plus, because I think you do want to take some level of accelerated math if you're applying to top schools. I mean, unless you have like an AP math class, like AP stats, then maybe it would make more sense to switch in. But if you don't have another AP math class, then I would say stick to pre-calc honors. That's my gut, though. Please, of course, also talk to your guidance counselor and your peers to before you make a final judgment. Okay, so people said yes to the Kahoot. So let's go ahead and pull this up. Kahoots Explorer. Discover. What's going on here? Okay, let's go back. Find quizzes on Kahoot. Cool. Okay, which ones do we got? Let's see. Comets and asteroids. Humans in space. Skeletal system. Severe weather. Here, guys, I'm gonna scroll through. Paste the title of the Kahoot that y'all want to play. I'm gonna scroll through. I'm gonna just read a bunch off too. Recycling, black smoke, to green ships, the future of jobs, global shark tracker, white sharks, space volcanoes, meteor shower, meteorite, why do astronauts float, impacts of plastic pollution, vertical farming, engineer, or what is an engineer? Okay, I'm seeing space, Mars, astronomy. I'm seeing a lot of space. I'm seeing a lot of space in the stream chat. All right, so I think space is the move here. All right. Okay. Extreme weather across the solar system, gravity and escape. Let's do gravity and escape velocity. I kind of like the sound of that. Let's make sure to mute the tab so you don't get copyrighted. Play as guest. Start. All right, y'all, the pin is loading, and the pin is 504-8217. Kahoot.it. And y'all, if you are enjoying this live stream, I'm also going to say, please be sure to join my Discord and turn on notifications as well, so you're notified whenever I go live. Should I go in magnet school? How do I get in? Unfortunately, I don't have any specific advice. I don't have any personal experience with magnet schools. If you DM me on Instagram, GoHarsGuide, I'll try to get back to you. And in the meantime, guys, everyone go ahead and join the Kahoot. And the Discord, yeah. Okay, so we have 130 people. We have people joining. I'll go ahead and wait a couple more minutes, or maybe like another minute or so, and see. Okay. So we're 160. Here, let's get to 180 maybe. At 180 we'll start. And then if you don't get a chance to join, you can still join during the game. Same URL, same code. It's also going to be at the bottom of the screen. All right, start. Sweet. Gravity and escape velocity. 3, 2, 1. And the light just died. Okay. Getting into orbit. Why is it so hard to leave Earth? Yeah, my overhead light just died. Oh, I gotta press next, my bad. All right, first question. Which force makes it most difficult to leave Earth? Friction, gravity, magnetism, or tension? We already have 18 answers, and I know for a fact 18 of you guys, those 18 did not do the question. All right, questions are storming in right now. All right, we have nearly 200 answers, and let's see. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, answer is gravity. Okay, I'm glad with this distribution. A lot of y'all, friction, I see, like there is some. Asian Ross, go on top, appreciate you. I hope you end up getting number 1. All right, question 4. What is technically question 2, what is the main cause of the gravity that makes it hard to leave Earth? The mass of Earth, the mass of the moon, the mass of the rocket or other spacecraft, or the mass of the sun? Okay, this one is an interesting question. It's not super hard, but slightly more challenging. If most of y'all get this correct, or if the distribution is like 90% getting the correct one, I'll be impressed. All right, answers are rolling in. 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Mass of the Earth. Okay, decent distribution. I'm impressed. All right, Gohar on top is now at number 1. Let's go. Okay, and there's some other names that I'm not going to read out loud right now. Up 68 places. Actual insanity, congratulations. Next question. What is escape velocity? The maximum speed an object can fall through the air, the speed of light, the speed required to get off a planet or other body and into orbit, or the speed of sound. What do y'all think is the answer? Okay, questions. We're past 100 answers already. Okay, we are now going to almost at 200. Okay, so this one had more of a split distribution, slightly. Lots of people chose the first option. Gohar on top, still in the top 5, so that's good. Up 64 places is Mar. Okay, true or false? The greater a planet or other body's mass, the greater the escape velocity needed to leave it. True or false? All right. I feel like in the future we got to do like other Kahoot games as well, or from like other like categories, or I don't know, from like other brands as well. I feel like that could be fun. All right, true is the correct answer. Gohar on top now in number 2. All right, let's go. Atharva, I see you up here as well. It's awesome. True or false? More massive objects require less force to get into orbit. A lot of these questions, again, it's like pretty intuitive. Very much just like a speed competition here. All right, past 150 answers. 3, 2, 1. Go, oh no. Gohar on top just fell off the leaderboard. Atharva is now in number 2 though, which is awesome to see, and we have High Gohar in 5th place, and 52 players now have an answer streak of 5. Next question, which of the following would require the most force? A not very massive rocket leaving Earth, a massive rocket leaving Earth, a not very massive rocket leaving the moon, or a massive rocket leaving the moon? You gotta take like a second to just like process that. And before I could even read all those responses, we already had like 30 answers. That's so funny. Okay, 10 seconds. And guys, if you're just tuning in, remember you can still join the Kahoot. There we go. The URL is kahoot.it, and the pin is 504-8217. Most of y'all got that correct. Hi Gohar is on the leaderboard, or moved up the leaderboard. Question 11. Multi-select. And double the points. All right, this is the big one, y'all. A person is throwing a ball in the air. What would take more force to do? Choose all of the correct answers. Not throw the ball as high, throw the ball higher, throw a less massive ball, or throw a more massive ball. We already had 9 answers again before I finished reading anything. And before y'all probably even saw it on the stream. Okay. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, cool. Lots of y'all got it correct. Throw the ball higher and throw a more massive ball. Atharva still holding strong. Hi Gohar still in the leaderboard. Chill Penguin at number 1, 6,700 points. All right, final question. Multi-select and once again double the points. So this could kind of still be anybody's game here. Or if we're talking about like the top 10. A person is throwing a ball in the air. What would take less force to do? Choose all the correct answers. Now throw the ball as high, throw the ball higher, throw a less massive ball, or throw a more massive ball. All right, this one, just based on the last answer, should hopefully be more intuitive. Should just be super intuitive. Final question, everyone. Final question. 10 more seconds left in this Kahoot game. We are about to declare the winner. Is it going to be Chill Penguin? Is it going to be Atharva? Is Hi Gohar still going to be in the top 5? We are about to find out because the game is now over. So in number 3, we have Canadian Guy with 8,200 points. In number 2, we have Chill Penguin with 83. And in number 1, we have Atharva. There we go. Congratulations. Congratulations on number 1 with 8,300 points. Amazing comeback right there. Huge congrats. Y'all, I hope you enjoyed this game of Kahoot. I hope you enjoyed the live stream. And we got a super chat over here. Oh, Ulto, thank you for the super chat. Did you talk to Biden or Kamala when you were in the White House? If so, did they ask to run some Minecraft? Funny question. I'm surprised you threw out a super chat for that. So, no, we did not get the chance to talk to Biden personally, but Biden did speak to us. It was a room of like 100 people from the creator industry. And because I spoke at the White House event, it was nuts. I was in the front row, so I was like arm's length away from Biden. He was like just like standing right in front of me, but I didn't get to talk to him directly. Guys, thank you for tuning in. Super fun live stream. Again, join the Discord if y'all want to chill. I'm going to go to the gym right now, but maybe I'll be hanging out in the Discord later tonight. Go check it out. We have a bunch of channels, homework help channels, college app channels, a bunch of events every single week. If anybody wants to help with the live stream events, be sure to drop that in the Discord as well. Guys, thank you for tuning in. If you have any questions, feel free to DM me. And with that, I will see you again next time.